Hey guys, I have doubts. I have doubts about this project, about recording videos every day about something that sometimes I have no idea what I even want to talk about. Sharing advice on the topics that I have not yet mastered. Sometimes I just think that I already talked about everything I knew in my life, which is probably not true. But it is really hard to come up with something just like that, just in the course of ordinary life. That is a consequence of me not taking this project much more seriously. That is true. It is not my main priority right now. Even though I always talk about the idea how these projects, at least the first one and this one, doing something every day, this promise of me doing something every day is I consider it as something more than me, something really high there that I cannot break, some really high level promise. Even though I cannot break that, I have to follow this idea. I have to devote time to it. There are times, and specifically last month probably, where I really don't want to do that. I don't want to devote more time than I have to. And so the content is not as good as I would want it to be. My progress is not as good as I want it to be. The next consequence is I start having doubts about why I'm doing this at all. Does it really help me? I don't know. Well, if I take a step back and look logically at what I am doing, I know that it is helping me. It makes my life better, definitely. It's just probably not as good as I want it to be. This comparison, this strange idea of judging your progress, judging my progress in this case, on some arbitrary goals that I have as well. And something that I thought I should learn already after doing this for 2 months, and I still didn't. I still am not that invested in this project. It is harder and harder to come up with the new ideas, because as much as I wanted to, I don't have a lot of contact with people with new things that I'm handling, and so the amount of stuff that I can talk about is limited. And some are the topics that I really want to cover, but I need to invest so much time in it. I don't want to just brush it off. I don't want to just talk for 5 minutes and that's it. I want to have some skill before I go to some really good topics. I want to share a lot of my experience with sleep, with polyphasic sleeping schedules, with gym as well, with goal setting, with structures, with overall self-improvement, not in generic terms, but something specific. But it is hard to come up with the pride takes much out of me. My ego tells me that it has to be perfect, and quite possibly I think it should be, because that is really actionable advice that I can help people with, that I can give you something that you can use. But until I do that, I need to understand how to do that, how to explain. And for that, I need a lot of practice, and a lot of information as well. A lot to learn outside of the scope of this project as well, which I am for now escaping. So I'm really not sure what this episode and couple of episodes more would be. I don't know. I encounter some good themes from time to time, some good topics to talk about. I still have some breakthroughs in myself from time to time, and I try to share them. But most of the videos will be just that, fillers, which are not really useful. This one is like that. At least I consider it that. I don't know what to even say to make it actionable or some really helpful advice. I have no idea. Guess the thing that I have to do with myself right now is to give myself permission for these types of videos, which are more of a vlog than proper video with advice. I can do vlogs, it's not a problem. I still have semi-interesting stuff happening from time to time. But for some reason I thought that I need to give up much more than I can currently handle. I hope that in a couple of months, when I return back to a lot of productivity, to having a lot of my structures, and will end for now this period of complete detachment from anything productive, these videos will be better as well. In that time, I could devote my energy and efforts to learning something new about how to record videos. I could invest some time of creating actual scripts for these videos as well. Maybe I could even try editing them a little bit. But for now, it really resembles my photography project, 365 photography project that I had at the end of it, when I knew that I don't really want to do anything there. I don't want to continue it. I like photography, but I don't want to make my profession, make it something that I would do for my living or just really extensively. I didn't want to have photos and edit them for my life. I just didn't like that as much. With recording videos, I know that I still want to keep it in my life after that, but it's still 2 months in, so everything can change in a year. But for now, I get the same feelings as from this photography project. Like, I'm just doing this every day because I set myself a goal of doing this, and I don't really know how it will help me after this project will end. With photography, it is easier to showcase. It was harder to do, but now I can just go back to this library of 300 photos that I made and just look at them and see how I felt, see how my mind worked at that time. It is a good legacy project. With this one, it's not that visible. Videos convey more emotions, but it's only, what, from 5 to 30 minutes of my day every day? Not a really good showcase, and to see that, I would need to watch the whole video. I cannot just look at it and see that, so it doesn't serve its purpose as some reflection, some quick reflection. I don't know, maybe it is. It still conveys more information from me sitting there and talking about some stuff for half an hour or for 10 minutes. I can compare my skills as well, and it still gives me experience of talking and coming up at least with something that I can say. You know, it is really interesting to have this, you know, like completely no clue what to do, but still needing to do something, needing to come up with something at least, no matter what. It is interesting type of pressure, and if that was my first 365 project, it would have gave me a lot of stuff to go through that. But now it's like I know that I will do that. I want something more. I am an arrogant person now. It's not enough for me to know that I can do something every day for a year. I know I can. I know I won't fail that. It's a different thing to want to get something else out of it. I'm not doing this project for the sake of project anymore. I'm doing it for get to know this area of recording videos, of trying to give advice, all this stuff. And I want results. I want better results. They are just not here yet. And that is hard to accept. I guess that is the opportunity as well, to be okay with whatever comes out of my mouth. Reasoning with myself about what it actually gives me, that it actually gives me some value. Practice of noticing small steps, small progress. That can be really useful. And it's in line with my goal of the year as well, of being grateful to anything, including these small kinds of progress. Being peaceful, accepting, and loving to more, including this state that I am in right now, including me not knowing if I can give something. I don't know if I will get better. It probably will be the truth. I probably will get some skill, but how much? I have no idea. I have no idea if I will devote more time to learn all of this stuff, or the whole year will be me sitting or standing before my camera and just talking about random stuff for 10 minutes. I don't know what will happen in the future. It is really interesting to see, but for now, I have no idea, and that is terrifying. That really scares me. I don't know, again, what I want to get out of today's episode. Maybe I will leave it as some kind of a vlog, some strange update of how I currently feel. I guess that's enough for today. It is a good practice to accept even that, even these days. Even this type of content that I recorded just now. It is still in line with what I wanted to do. It's just not good. But that is okay. I never said that it should be good. It was just what my ego wanted to do. But even if every one of these 365 episodes will be complete and utter bullshit, I will still succeed in this project. And I know that it won't be that useless. There are already some good episodes that even I listen to. It is hard for me to listen to my episodes. How much I want to do that. Most of them are not good, and I know that. It's hard to listen. But I already created something good that helps even me. And I will continue to do so for 300 more days. And that's all I wanted to say today. Some strange update, that should be enough. I hope. I won't even say anything. I just wish you good luck in whatever you are doing currently, and keep going on and keep believing that it can be better and that you will succeed in whatever you actually want.